I'm here to do a review for Stephen King's Doctor Sleep. This is a sequel to The Shining, which came out maybe 3 decades back. Um, I had thought Shining was alright. I preferred the film version of it. Although Kubrick has done better films. Coming back to the book, Doctor Sleep, it doesn't really take off from where the first one ended. I mean, a couple of decades pass, and the little kid Dan Torrance he grows up, and there's a little bit talk about the aftermath, but it's mostly about him still having those abilities and that sixth sense, and a seventh sense and an eighth sense. And he just is able to know a lot about what's happening around him, and his field of judgment is much longer now. Now he can sense things which are happening far off also, and he doesn't really use it to do a lot of things, but he just knows he has it. You know, he can tell what you're thinking if he's looking at you. And then they introduce a new character, and that's a little girl, and she's actually a lot of fun to read about because from a very young age she knows she has that, and they eventually connect Dan and this girl, and then they introduce the villains. It was a bit interesting, but soon it starts to go downhill. I mean, 50% into the book, I was like, oh my god, um, why has Stephen King? I want to ask Stephen King something. Why has he become so corny and cheesy? I mean, why is the book so? Why so much camaraderie is shown between two people who don't even know one another? And why are characters either really good or really bad? Why is there no gray? I just feel this book is extremely poorly written, and it's possibly one of the worst books I've read by Stephen King. He's my favorite author, and I don't like it when he does stuff like this. If you've read Mr. Mercedes, you'll know a bit about what I'm talking about. Because in Mr. Mercedes, they show a couple of characters who come together to fight the evil. I don't like this, man. Like, let that be just one protagonist, and let that be many antagonists. When you take two protagonists to destroy antagonists, it just sounds so repetitive. So repetitive. I don't know if that's a word. Yeah, it just sounds it's just recycled garbage, really. I don't recommend this book at all. Don't read it. Don't even worry about it. You're not missing out on anything. I gave The Shining a 3 stars out of 5. I liked it for those scenes where Johnny, yeah, John becomes drunk with the ghost. I love that part. However, this book deserves 1 star out of 5. The only reason I read this sequel was because I enjoyed the sequel to Mr. Mercedes, and that one is called Finders Keepers, and I thought that was kick ass, despite the fact that we had that stupid cop, Bill Hodges. So 1 star out of 5 for Doctor Sleep by Stephen King. If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. Um, I don't do many book reviews, but I just thought I'll do this and see how it fares. All right, guys. Looking forward to the third book in the Bill Hodges trilogy, but I want to take a bit of a break from Stephen King because I just don't like those two protagonists getting together. Like, such a plot kill, dude. Wake up, young man. Ciao.